There are many ways you can contact the show this evening. You can text 07900 171 453. You can email studio@swindon1055.com, or if you're listening via the app or website, you can click on the Contact Us button in the top right hand corner, and that will email me directly here in the studio.
You know the answers. You think you know the truth. You look at me as if a stranger. Well, in my arms your soul once flew. For you were born with decaying memories from another place, another time, when all you ever wanted was my smile. So why on earth can fate lend its hand? In timeless waste I'm your soul's music, but you hear not my earthly sound. But love's mosaic's missing pieces lie here on earth where we are bound, transcending love's earthly moment. It's a chance to touch that will last us through time, when all you ever wanted was my smile. Why on earth can fate lend its hand? 'Cause we've danced in love on clouds when life's in between. Love's metaphysical jumble you've stumbled with throughout history. But love was like golden then, now in your eyes still see it shine. I guess my destiny's destined to try and guide you to the love we knew. So again, we've slipped through the clouds in these mortal shrouds. But again you look by me, seeing just a stranger in a crowd. But love waits here, waiting to set you free. But it's only love when only you can see. It's only, if only, it's only love. It's only love, it's only love. It's only my love standing before you as I live and breathe. Oh, it's only our love, but maybe next time around you'll see that I'm far from a stranger.
Hello and good evening and welcome to Don't Stop the Music radio show. My name is Peggy-Sue and I am your host. The song you just heard there is by my guest this evening, so I'd like to welcome to the studio Eddie Cooke, also known as Ednostic. Hello Eddie, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Good. Wow, so that song there was called Far From a Stranger.
Aye.
So tell me the story behind that song.
Okay, well, it's a little bit deep. I wanted to write a love song, but I wanted to write a kind of a more deep and meaningful type of love song, if you know what I mean. And so I thought, well, how deep can you go? You know what I mean? So anyway, so what I thought about was, like a love that transcends the physical world, and it's basically a love story of a guy and a girl who exist outside of our physical reality, and they're soulmates, and they're always together, and in another realm, wherever you want to think that might be, you know what I mean? So when they come to Earth, they've basically got everything they want. They've got each other. They're inseparable, and everything's beautiful. But the only thing that they haven't got is the physicality of being together. So they come to Earth to have that final missing piece of the jigsaw that they haven't got. So when they come, he has when they both come down to Earth, he has a recollection, a memory of this past existence with this girl, and so he has to find her, because he knows that's his mission, and in this life on Earth, that he has to find this girl and connect with her, and then they can have that last sort of piece of the jigsaw. But unfortunately, she never recognises him. She has no recollection of the situation prior to being born. So they kind of caught in this loop. He always manages to find a lifetime after lifetime, but lifetime after lifetime, she's still not recognised him at this point. So he just lives in hope that maybe this time around she'll recognise me. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how the story goes, really.
Wow.
Kind of an ongoing kind of scenario. It's
very similar, and there's a book called The Gargoyle, and it's very similar to that, but it's the opposite way round. Right. It's where she recognises him every time and time again, but he doesn't recognise her.
I see, yeah.
But he's got the same scar.
Yeah.
All the time. So yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I said, we've got you on the here on air, and we are going to have you play a couple of tracks live as well for us this evening. But we have had a message come in, so remember, if you do want to send us a text, you can text 07900 171 453, or if you're listening via the app or via the website, do click on that contact us button in the top right hand corner and email me directly here in the studio, just like Chloe has. Chloe says, sounding superb.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Chloe.
Thank you. So obviously Far From a Stranger, and some of the tracks, not all the tracks we've got on this evening are from your new EP. So tell listeners about this new EP.
So the EP is basically, it's called Elapse, and genres of time. So it's about time elapsing, but in different ways, different genres of time. So that song you've just played, that's basically, because it's about reincarnation, so it's outside of time or beyond time, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah.
So, but that's its notion of time. Its notion of time is being beyond time, and each song that's off the EP. There's 5 songs on the EP altogether. Each song has a notion of time. They all have different notions of time.
Wow. Well, where did that concept come from? That's quite an unusual concept.
Well, it's because I've been writing songs for a long time, and I've looked at, I've seen a few people who sort of wrote, got to my kind of age in life and have started to release records.
Young.
Yeah, well, so and they always put like, because I was thinking about how to do it in a sense about being like, it's took me a long time to get to this point, and when I was looking at sort of doing a bit of research of what people were doing, and they was all doing the same kind of thing, like about time, and About Time I released a long time coming, all those kind of quotes for their very first releases, and I just thought I don't really want to do that. And so I just started thinking about time, and then I was because I've got a lot of songs, and obviously that I've not released yet. So I started to look at my songs and started to look at sort of if any of them were relevant with time. Then I started to realise that you could sort of stir that around some of the songs that I had. So I basically selected the songs that I could use that narrative for, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then I just wanted another word for time that I could, which would represent something original, and then that's why I came up with Elapse. I thought Elapse is a really nice word of time that nobody's used before. It's just a case of trying to be original as well, do something that's not been done before. So using the word elapse was I liked it. It was catchy, it was quick, it was punchy, and it says what it needed to say. But the genres of time came a little bit later on, when I started to think, well, each song has got a different notion of time. So genres of time kind of represents all the songs in a collective kind of thing, you know what I mean? We've all got a different genre.
Wow. Now you are going to play a song for us next.
I am.
So what song are you going to play for us?
Well, this next song's called Riverslide.
And what's the story behind Riverslide?
So the notion of time in this song is about taking time out for yourself to relax. Where I used to live, up north in Manchester, it was a bit, it wasn't as green as it is around here. So to get away from it all and just chill out and sort of, after a hard day's work or whatever, it was hard. Like here, it's great, you can just walk off into the countryside.
Yeah.
But it was a bit more difficult there. So I used to go and sit by a river just to let it wash over me and just let the day sort of drain away, kind of thing. And that's where that song came from. So it's just taking time out for yourself, just to wash the day off and just clear yourself, clear your mind, reset yourself.
A bit like an open meditation where you can just same as like people walking. I know it's people class that as a walking meditation, or just to clear your head and just forget about the mundane and the 9 to 5. You just go out and so that's kind of where the title came from, River Slide. It's just let the river slide it all away. Wow. So if you'd like to get your guitar,
I will indeed,
and I will set this up. So this is Riverslide.
Yep, I just got to take my cap off. So.
There we go.
Yep, this is Riverslide. I come to the river to escape. That's when I feel that I'm waking up inside. I feel it flooding through the stains. The day is dawned on my brain, because it takes me, it slides me away. It saves me, it takes me to another place, and I lay beside you on the bank. Fizz of this lost world you simply sang. You beautify my head inside as you collide through my mind, because it takes me, it slides me away, it saves me, and it takes me to another place. But should the world ever find its way, and I find no more need to escape. Still I'll be here to reflect in you, 'cause your liquid sky and I collide so beautiful. Because it takes me, yeah, it slides me away, and yeah, it saves me, and it takes me to another place. Because it takes me, yeah, it slides me away, and yeah, it saves me, and it saved me again today. River slide, river slide, river slide, river slide, yeah, yeah, yeah. River slide, river slide, how beautifully you collide, how beautifully you slide, how beautifully we collide, how beautifully you slide. Thank you very much.
Wow, it's always good to have live music in the studio, and obviously having a singer-songwriter, original music's always good.
Yeah, well, we need as much help as we can get to be getting out there, so I'm sure, as I can speak for a lot of songwriters, and say we really appreciate you for banging our drum, kid.
Oh, thank you. Now, you already said there before you started playing, which I was going to actually come to, about your dulcet tones, that you're not from Wiltshire. You're from Manchester.
I am,
So how did you find like the transition from Manchester coming down to Wiltshire? Did you find that there was inspiration there for some of your music, or did you find it was just the same?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean the landscape and the culture and just the folklore down here is just far more prolific, should we say? far more full. The bag's full down here, kid. But I mean, up there, you know, there is folk tales and stuff like that. But it's just that the landscape is just dense with history in it around here. You can just feel it by walking around. You don't get any of that in a big city like Manchester. You know, every kind of evidence of what might have been there previous is long gone and forgotten about, really. The whole energy and the vibe has changed, you know. So down here it's still, I mean you can go and see touchstones that Neolithic people have laid, that you've just got that continuity down here that you just haven't got in Manchester, you know what I mean, and in a lot of other places as well. I mean, the Wiltshire is just you know, renowned for it, you know. It's the archaeological capital of the world, isn't it? Really? Definitely England anyway. So yeah, I mean, it totally inspires me all the time.
Oh, good.
I've wrote songs about things like that down around and about here since I've come down here. So yeah, and I'm only just sort of really in getting sort of in the vibe of that, you know, sort of emulating some of that in my songwriting. So yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, I feel like I'm on holiday all the time. You know what I mean? Just to think I can go down the road and I can go to Avebury, or I can go to Silbury Hill, I can go to Stonehenge. You know, it's just crazy. And all the hill forts and the Uffington horse, and well, all the horses, you know, and the Hillforts. Yeah, it blows my mind all the time when I think about it. You know what I mean?
And you're not far as well from going like just over the county borders, and then you've got Glastonbury and Somerset and that as well. And it's just, and the Jurassic Coast at Dorset. So yeah, it's just so much.
I've even wrote a song about Glastonbury.
Oh. Future show maybe.
Yeah, why not?
Now, obviously, saying about where you've come from up north, then what are your musical influences? Now, I do ask this of all my guests. So, what are your musical influences? So it's not just what's inspired you, but your influences from growing up, and that's made you pick up your guitar in the first place.
Well, it's interesting, really, because I used to be a punk rocker years ago, and I was into all kinds of punk music. I mean, I'm still into all kinds of music, really. But it's I've never really been inspired by other musicians as such, musicians or songwriters. I've kind of more been influenced by words. I love words. I'm more of a poet. I used to write poems before I could play the guitar, so I used to write. That's why my songs tend to be a bit wordy and a bit of a story. You know, I'm not trying to write a catchy #1 hit song. I want to tell a story. You know, I want to create a narrative about something and dive into that. And so it's not really. I'm not really inspired by music as such. It's a bit of a weird juxtaposition sometimes, because I mean, I don't even play that much music anymore. I just like, because a lot of my songs as well, they're kind of about me and the things I've been through in growing up. So in a way, they're kind of therapy for me as well. So it's like self therapy. So when I'm writing songs, I'm writing songs about me moving through something. And again, that's not really inspired by anybody. It's not inspired by other music as such.
No, but it's inspired you to write about it.
Yeah, and I lose myself. Rather than lose myself in other people's music, I lose myself in writing the song. And it's like I say, it's like therapeutical and that. And then I play the songs, and then I know that I'm never going to be able to get out of songs what I get out of my songs. You know what I mean? They're only for me kind of thing, so they help me through stuff, and I can revisit those times and look back and how my life's changed, and you know, and I'd never get that out of anybody else's music because they don't know my life. You know what I mean?
It's very true, very, very true. And I suppose writing a story in that sense as well means that when the album comes out, people have to listen to it in order. In a way. So it flows through the story.
Yeah, I mean, like this EP is just, it's not like that. I mean, obviously Riverslide is about an aspect of me chilling out by the river and getting away and just try to clear my head and stuff like that. So that's kind of about me, but it could be about anything, you know, and it could be for anybody. So although the songs I wrote initially for me, I'm sure people could get things out of them. You know what I mean? If they was into the vibe of the music, the way the track unfolds, you know, the dynamics in the song or whatever, you know, if that was their thing. I mean, it is a bit folky. I get sort of nailed on as being a folky type of guy, but and I kind of embrace that. I don't mind. I'm not bothered by it, but I'm not really a folk person. You know what I mean? I don't really write folk tales as such, but I kind of have done in a couple of my songs. I'll be playing one later, but you know, it's I don't really. I mean, do you really need to have a genre? Do you really need to have a tag? You know what I mean? It's just, I'm a songwriter.
There is a song out there that represents everybody's aspect of life, no matter what it is. So if you're in a good mood, there's a song that reflects that mood. If you're in a bad mood, there's a song that reflects that bad mood. And the only thing is, there's a song, it might not be the same, that song might mean something different to another person. So absolutely. Again, it's all different. So
ultimately, I suppose that's a songwriter's job, is to write about things. I mean, you put all the pop music as to one side for a minute. A songwriter's job is to get, you know, for people to just, you know, dive deep a little bit and you know, shift things through and, you know, reflect on life and you know, and the world and what have you, and what we're doing to the world, and that's what songwriters should be doing, you know.
Yeah.
So that's my job, so I embrace that.
So the next song we're going to play is Remember Our Name. So tell me the story behind this one.
Well, that's perfect, like what I was just saying, because let me tell you about the time notion of this song. The time node to this song is basically people making the right choices now, in this time, right now, currently. We need to make the right choices to give, you know, our future generations an actual future because of what we're doing to the environment, you know. And so it's kind of it's like it's about now, but it's also about the future. So, but it's basically it's a song about the environment and the earth, and I did have an idea of it, because there's a noise you heard at the beginning, and the idea of that noise, it's a whale, and it's a whales, because whales are trying to communicate with the people what the problems are in the world and in the oceans, and what they can see and perceive, and it's trying to express that. But the only way the whale can express itself vocally or verbally, or, you know, auditorily, is by singing, because that's all whales can do. They sing. So the whale's singing, and basically the song is me translating what the whales were banging on about.
Well, here it is. This is Remember Our Name.
Multitude of life in this world, it's astounding, the diversity of its form. It's simply profounding the beauty of the natural world. It's awe-inspiring, but within its delicate balance, we keep on colliding, 'cause there's one world, so we've got to find another way. 'Cause who'd have believed in the early years of this millennium, we're letting it slip away, with big ideas over thousands of years, but we could make history today. If we build for the future, embrace every culture, make the capital of the world a paradise city. We need new ideas and wisdom that's clear, 'cause we are the keepers of the grail. Unto this world we are born, and for the sake of everyone, nature must prevail. All our fear and all our hopes, I bet you they're all the same. So let's keep hope alive, collectively try, show the future what we overcame. 'Cause there's one world, so we've got to find another way. 'Cause who'd have believed in the early years of this millennium, we're letting it slip away, with big ideas over thousands of years, but we can make history today. If we build for the future, embrace every culture, make the capital of the world a paradise city. Then future generations may look back, 'cause our memory will leave no shame. And future children may be taught of the challenges that we're faced with today. And now remember our name, what we overcame, the path we laid and the future we gave. It'd be our accolade if we could make the grade our future fame, be the eternal flame. So nature's links in the chain must become my crusade. There's so much to gain, there's so much to save. And now remember our name and what we overcame, and the path we laid and the future we gave. And now remember our names, and now remember our names.
Mike Ganley's Crooked Road, Americana, acoustic and roots music on Swindon 105.5, Thursday evening, 8 to 10. Listen again, 2 minutes past midnight on Wednesday. Listen on air, on digital radio in Swindon and Marlborough, online, on smart speakers, and on our station mobile app.
There are many ways you can contact the show this evening. You can text 07900 171 453. You can email studio@swindon1055.com, or if you're listening via the app or website, you can click on the Contact Us button in the top right hand corner, and that will email me directly here in the studio. So you're listening to Don't Stop the Music radio show here on Swindon 105.5, and my guest in the studio this evening is Eddie Cooke, also known as Ednostic. So we've already had he's already played one song live, and we've already had a couple of tracks. So what is your ultimate goal? Is it to play in a big massive arena, or is it just to maybe, I don't know, go to Glastonbury and go and play in one of those like the acoustic tent or something in Glastonbury?
All of the above.
All of the above.
whatever comes my way, you know what I mean? I mean, ultimately, I just want people to hear the songs and you know, and appreciate them. You know, that's all I can ask for. Whether that's, you know, 5 people or 5,000 people, or, you know, I'm happy. You know, 5,000 people would be better, because that means I'll be selling more CDs or downloads.
Or downloads,
and then I could afford to go to the studio and record some more. Then, you know what I mean? So I suppose in volumes is good, but ultimately it's all the same thing.
But as you said, you've got quite a few songs under your belt already that you've written.
Yeah.
So will you be turning most of those into singles or releases or EPs or albums, or are they just going to be in the quite a few of my guests do, who have got them in a book ready and for when it's their time to shine? Because quite a few times the people write them, but even though they don't know why they've written them, and then they read them out and they're like, oh, that's not nothing to do with now. When they leave, they just tuck it away.
It's a very interesting. It's a good question, because that song you just played there, I wrote that back in the 90s.
Oh wow!
And it's so current nowadays. Nobody would listen to it back in the 90s.
Yeah.
I even played at a festival back in Manchester, and it was an environmental festival. So I thought, cool, I can play my environmental song, you know what I mean? And I played it at people like that, you know, looking at the watches and like, when's the rock band on or something, you know what I mean? It was just like, and I think that song now, I think it's right. I think sometimes you kind of get a download or something ahead of the event, maybe, I don't know, but I just really wanted to write that song. And at the time I was watching like Blue Planet with David Attenborough and stuff like that, and so, you know, it again, that was, we talk about inspiration. Watching David Attenborough and the Blue Planet and all that, it inspired me to. I have wrote a couple of songs about the environment, but somebody once said to me about somebody who I admired and looked up to as a musician, and he says that when you write about things like that, you shouldn't really write about this. He was talking about another song I've written. He goes, you should just sort of put it in there, a nod to it, and then just write a good song about something and just sort of add that in. And I just thought, well, not if you really want to try and get a message across. And I was kind of a bit, so it kind of went down in my estimation after that statement. And it made me determined to write a song. I thought, right, I'm going to write a song that's going to be full on environment, about the planet, about the earth, about nature, whatever. I didn't quite know what it was going to be, but it was going to be complete and utter, all about that, 100%. And so that was it more. It was an inspiration. It was inspired by what I was watching, but it also, the notion of that song was already in my head by annoyance. You know what I mean? By somebody that kind of said something, and I just thought, that's ridiculous. And so it was a reaction against something that more than inspiration. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, a lot of my songs I've wrote in the past were just I've come. I want to say the timeless, but that sounds so like I'm up myself. You know,
they've gone full circle, so that now it's
but I know my songs are a bit left field and they're not for everybody. You know what I mean? I think my songs tend to be more for people who think about these things, who are concerned about things, who just think a little bit, think more into the world and what's going on, what can we do about it and stuff like that. It's not about going out on a Saturday night. I'm not that kind of songwriter. It's a bit more of a message. Not that I'm great wisdom or anything, but I think about these things, and I come up with ideas and things, that it's just being creative, creating ideas of how we can make a world better, so if you're a creative, you can be creative in lots of different ways. I mean, I don't mean just as a songwriter. I'm a creative as a songwriter, but you can be a creative in just try to think of ways of changing things, and my vehicle for that is songwriting. So I come up with these ideas. That's my creativity, if you like. But then I've got the second creativity aspect as a songwriter. So they both work in unison.
So as we said, you are a singer-songwriter. So you're going to sing another song for us in a moment.
Yes.
What are you going to sing?
Well, this song's it's not actually on the EP, this one. So it's just it's a fairly recent song I wrote, and it's called The Doldrums, and it's kind of it's about what's it about? Well, I'll let you decide what it's about.
Oh, in that case, while Eddie picks up his guitar, if you can message us on 07900171453, or you can use the contact us button in the top right hand corner of the app or the website to let us know what you think this song is all about. So here it is.
Thank you. Right. Across the sea, I feel your breeze taking me to your sound, 'cause all around it's calling me to be free from here somehow. But I don't know which way to turn, let it slide or let it churn. Will I find you waiting there, wherever there may be? Across the sea, I hear you calling, or am I following a hollow sound around me? I feel the sea pushing and pulling me to your side, yeah, 'cause I don't know which way to turn, let it slide or let it churn. Will I find you waiting there, wherever there may be? Maybe if I was free, like this mist on the sea, drifting slow to where the wind takes me. You may hear my sound as I come aground, heading into land, to a higher ground. Under the mist, glimpses of sky, I would be free if I could only fly. I just need a breeze to take this mist away, if only for a day. It's all I wish, 'cause I can fly above the waves. No, I'm lost down here beneath this veil. I've been so long out at sea. I just wanna feel the sea breeze. I just wanna breathe the sea breeze. Just wanna breathe sea breeze. Thank you, cameraman.
Okay, while you put your guitar back. Now, we're going to play another song now called Seemingly Still. Now, we recorded this just before the show, so this is a live recording here in the studio, but to give Eddie a break with his voice, we're going to actually just play it for you. So tell our listeners what Seemingly Still is about.
Right, well, talking about being down here and writing songs, well, this song was actually inspired by the landscape of, Oxfordshire, really. And it's about the Uffington White Horse. I just got inspired by. Actually, I was inspired by another song that I heard in a pub in Avebury called the Red Lion. They used to have a folk night there, and this guy played the song there, and it really struck me. And it was about how the White Horse. Not a particular white horse, but the white horses in general. Like how they I don't know how old this song was and who wrote this song. Whether this guy wrote it himself, I don't know. But it was about how the white horse has watched the people leave the land and go into the cities, and it's been a witness to the changing, the sort of the industrial revolution. That the horse has been there for like a few hundred years, and it has watched this kind of migration of to the cities and that, and it really struck a chord with me, literally. I just thought that's such a cool idea to be the witness, these monuments being witnesses, and I thought I'd like to take that back further, because the Uffington White Horse is actually a Bronze Age monument, so they believe. So it's been there for 3,000 odd years, and so that would have witnessed a lot, and I wanted to just get a little bit deeper with it rather than just an industrial revolution kind of thing. I kind of wanted to bring the horse to life and bring it into a modern kind of myth and a modern sort of.
You sure you're not a folklore person?
Well, like I said, I lean into stuff that suits me, and that suited me. So I just like the idea that the song, that the White Horse having an existence, because we'd all love to know what these ancient monuments mean and what they're for and what purposes served. So I created a myth around the White Horse, that it actually comes alive and runs down the Ridgeway, but only in winter when everywhere's covered in snow, so you can't see it.
but the horse can run sort of in it's like camouflage, if you like. It can come alive and run up and down the ridgeway because no one's going to see it because everywhere's full of snow. So it's kind of a winter song about the Upton White Horse stepping out and helping people in the modern era, shall we say.
Well, here it is. This is Seemingly Still.
Seemingly still for thousands of years, knows the human condition and our ancient fears, conceived long ago in a distant age, when wild horses ran the Downs Ridgeway. The people knew the sounds of nature like having to breathe, never knowing these shackles we no longer see. But we became lost from that destiny, so the creature they left we only partially see. Oh, but it's there on the hill, you can see it still, waiting for the winter and the snow to fall. Under a blanket of white along the ridgeway at night, the horse gallops by unseen, like a ghost. Now there's many a tale that's been handed down, tells of those who were lost high upon the downs, when out of nowhere came a rushing wind, and through the air they did live, through the air they did swing. Oh, and some say they were raised by a powerful force, 'cause they only partially see the white Uppington horse. Oh, but it's there on the hill, you can see it still, waiting for the winter and the snow to fall. Under a blanket of white along the ridgeway at night, the horse gallops by unseen, like a ghost. And then I heard it run. And you sure you hear the horse galloping ground, be quiet, be still, watch the ridge of the hill, 'cause you may see an ancient remnant that remains with us still. 'Cause it's there on the hill for all to see, but winter's the key to this long mystery. 'Cause as snow starts to fall, it awakens the sleep of that ancient relic we only partially see. Oh, but it's there on the hill, you can see it still, waiting for the winter and the snow to fall. Under a blanket of white along the ridgeway at night, the horse gallops by unseen. Says there on the hill, you can see it still, waiting for the winter and the snow to fall. Under a blanket of white along the ridgeway at night, the horse gallops by unseen, like a ghost, like a ghost, like a ghost.
As the horse is now galloped into the distance. There are songs out there, I must admit. I've listened recently to quite a few. There was one from, there's quite a few from Hans Zimmer, where behind the song you can hear certain things. So there was one from the Pacific, and you could hear the ticking of the bomb, as the bomb was about to explode. As it's coming down, you can hear the ticking of the bomb. And also in F1, the movie, Hans Zimmer did the soundtrack to that, and you can actually hear the second, the actual stopwatch of the ticking, and obviously that ticks a lot quicker than a normal watch, so because it does like the tenth of a seconds as well, and that's what you can hear in the whole through the album, is that ticking. And with that song, all you can hear is the galloping. So that's a continuation of
that's purely a percussive kind of thing on the guitar, because I did actually think about that I based that whole song on the rhythm
on the galloping,
the horse having like a gallop, so it's like dun, 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 and that's it works. That it's about a horse, so I thought I'll try and get a gallop in the rhythm, and it just worked out nice, you know what I mean?
So the song you played for us, we asked our listeners to message in to say what they thought it was about.
Oh yes. So
we did have one from Chloe. Hello Chloe, thank you for messaging in. Chloe says, I think it's about passing time, sitting reflecting, I gotta get my words right now, but planning ahead, brainstorming.
That works.
It works, it does.
It was a kind of a song that evolved, so it was about one thing, and then it ended up evolving into something else, and then it just became its own animal. So it's interesting to hear what people interpret it.
Perceive things.
It's kind of got a wide open perspective, should we say? It's open to interpretation, so it's good to hear an interpretation. Thanks, Chloe, I appreciate that.
So we are coming fast up to the end of the show. So before we play the last song, how can our listeners find out more information about you and where you're going to be playing, if you're going to be playing places? So where can they find all about your gigs or anything like that?
Well, I don't have any up and coming gigs, I'm afraid, but if anybody out there likes what they hear and they want to book me, feel free to do so. But other than that, I've got like I say, I've released one song off the EP, and that's available anywhere, on wherever you stream music from, and that's the Far From a Stranger that you opened the show with. The other songs have not been released yet, so everybody who's listening to this show is getting a complete exclusive. Oh yeah! So these songs are going to be released over the next few months. I'm still getting my head around the old social media thing as well. But so I've not. I do tend to play like the odd open mic here and there. I was playing in Avebury the other day because I was part of the acting murmurs that they do on the wassail. So I was in Avebury doing the wassail and blessing the trees and the land and all that, and then I played in the pub afterwards. But that was a bunch of us, so that was cool. But I do play occasionally at the Trout in Lechley, because I'm part of the folk club there. That they've got.
I thought you weren't a folk thing.
Huh?
I thought you wasn't in the folk thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I ain't. I'm not saying I am. I'm kind of like, I'm part of that scene. But yeah.
Well, we are coming to the end of the show. So the song that's taken us out this evening is Gerald I and the Dragonfly. Yeah. So tell us the story behind this.
Well, Gerald and the Dragonfly, that's the notion of time again for this song. It's basically about a pond, and it's about a dragonfly. We know what a dragonfly is, but you might not know what a Geraldii is or a Geraldia. That's basically what most people would know as a pond skater, and that's like a sort of four-legged spider thing that scoots about on the water surface, and it's about the interaction of a dragonfly and the pond skater, and how nature's theatre just kind of unfolds on the pond and underneath the pond. So you basically close your eyes and just drift off into the pond. So it's just like a timeless scene that's not changed for millions of years. It's still, you can go out and see what happens in a pond now than as you could a long time, many years ago, thousands of years ago, millions of years ago. But just just to add though, the album will be coming out. I'm going to be releasing the rest of the songs throughout the year, so just keep your eyes peeled for them on Spotify and what have you.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for coming in the studio. I've been Peggy-Sue. This has been Don't Stop the Music Radio Show. He's been Eddie Cooke, and here is Gerald I and the Dragonfly. Good night, everyone.
Good night.